Hello Internet, welcome to the Doing This channel. Today we are going to cover tests in Yii. So Yii uses Codeception as its testing framework. With Codeception, we can write unit, functional and acceptance test. Codeception is built on top of PHP unit and it is very easy to write tests with it. So in the Yii basic application template, the development team has written some tests for us that we can run. To run this, you have to go to the vendor, bin and Codeception and type in run. As you can see, there are few tests written and everything is passing. This is some early error that I got, but this is the command and we get all tests passing. But as you can see, we are only getting functional and unit test. To run the acceptance test, we need to set up Selenium server or a Phantom.js. It's mentioned on this document. I don't have it set up right now, so I cannot run them. We'll get to that later on. Okay, so let's start by writing our first test. So you can create a test file by using Codeception. So to create that file, we'll do vendor bin /Codeception g:/sest functional. So we want to create a functional test. So we'll type thread sest. So this is a file that we create to test our threads. So let's create the file. The file got created. It's right here. So first thing it happens is, before I want to go to a page. So when running a test, I want to go to the page. So I want to test when I go to the thread index route, I want to see some text in that view file. So let's do $I am on page. So what is the page that I'm going to be? I'm going to be in thread index. So this is the test I'm writing. I want to go to the thread index page and I want to see I'm going to open the thread page. So my test is going to open thread page and I want to see threads in a h1 tag. This is my test. So let's run this test and see what happens. We haven't created anything. We haven't created our model, we haven't created our controllers, we haven't created our view files, but we have written our first test. So let's run them. So Codeception is the alias to vendor bin Codeception. I have created that in my Z shell file. So it's in, if I go to code.izhrc, oops, I have added the alias Codeception to this, so I can write Codeception. Run function. This is a functional test and I want to run only this test, so I can just file name that. As you can see, the test fails. Okay, it says open thread PHP C threads h1 location either name. This is not found. So let's create our model and our controller and view file. We're using G. Right, so let's go to G, have a CRUD generation and create our models first. So thread table, generate, and let's go to our CRUD app models. Thread is the model class name and search app controllers. Thread controller is going to be our controller. Preview and generate. Alright, now we have created our files. So this is going to create a thread controller which has an index action, and it is going to create the view file that we want. So let's run our test again and see what happens. We get an error, Yii2 basic test is not a database. So when we are running tests, we are not going to run those tests on the database, our production database or our development database. We have to create our own testing database. So in my SQL Pro, I have created a table called forum test. So let's connect to that. So in config, we have test db config file, and I just have to change the name to forum test. Okay, now since we have created our migrations, let's create those migrations in the test database. To do that, cd into the test directory, cd test and bin. There you will see a yii command file, so you can run yii migrate. This is going to migrate our test database. Now if you go here, refresh, you will see our migrations happen. Now let's go back to running our test. Oops. I will go back again, run our concept, run functional thread test, and it passes because, and if we go to the route itself, index thread index, we will see threads in h1 tag. So that is our test. Okay, so if I change this, if I change my thread test, I say that my threads have to be on h2 tag, then let's see what happens. It fails. So I can fix it by either going to thread index and change this to an h2 tag. This will make our test pass. Oops. Run the test again and it passes. So now you know how to write a functional test on Yii. So that is it for this lesson. Let's talk to you on the next one. Have a good one. Take care. Bye.